Here he is, Stephen A. Smith, about a half hour, 35 minutes away from First Take this morning. Let's run through some of the interesting things that happened yesterday. Let's start with LeBron talking about the Lakers this year. You said you think they make it to the Western Conference Finals.
That is correct.
As far as they get before they meet Golden State.
That's correct.
Here's LeBron on the defending champs.
We got a long way to go to get to Golden State. They could pick up right where they left off, starting with training camp. If they start today or whenever they start, we're picking up from scratch. So we have a long way to go. We can't worry about what Golden State is doing. Golden State is Golden State, and they're the champions, and they've been together for a few years now. So, we put that to the side. We can only focus on what we can do to get better every day as a Lakers franchise, and hopefully someday we can put ourselves in a position where we can compete for a championship, as Golden State has done for the last few years.
Now, if you listen to the totality of what he said over the course of the entire day, he's got a reasonable expectation for the season, and yours obviously is very optimistic. And if you look at the overall power rankings, we talked so much about the West being so much stronger than the East, but Toronto and Boston and Philly are all considered among the better teams. Candidly, I'm starting to come around to your side on LeBron maybe making the Lakers potentially the second best team in the country.
I only think there's two teams in the league that would beat the Lakers at the end of the season, with a possible third being Houston. I'll give Houston the respect of saying they can make it intriguing and interesting. But outside of that, it's just Boston and the Golden State Warriors. Outside of that, I don't see anybody that I think I would bet my money on beating LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, if you're LeBron James, understand that you're playing with house money. Listen to his word, listen to his verbiage or whatever. He's a master at controlling the narrative. We all know this. But he's a three-time champion. He's a four-time league MVP, universally recognized as the greatest player in the world, who is telling you, look, we got a long way to go. Golden State's been together. Their nucleus is intact. They've won 3 of the last 4 championships. I would know. I've been a victim of that personally. That's what he's basically saying to you. So getting Rondo and Lance Stevenson and JaVale McGee and having Kuzma, Ingram, and Lonzo ain't going to get it done. He recognizes that. He recognizes that there's more work to do, but more importantly, he wants to make sure that's a position he elocutes, because the level of expectations is not draped on his shoulders for a change, because you know that he's in the same conference as the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets.
Look, anyone who was expecting the Lakers to win the championship this year before they got LeBron is just unrealistic or doesn't understand basketball. The Warriors right now are shaping up to be maybe the best team of all time. They start 5 All-Stars. It hasn't happened since the 60s. So the Warriors sort of are in a whole different conversation. They're a complete outlier. LeBron has to bring those young guys along, figure out who's going to be with him when they get to next summer, when they can go out and try and bring in one of these high-priced free agents to run with him, and that's going to be the team that tries to win a championship.
Well, you also got to remember something very, very, very important about Golden State that not too many people are paying attention to. The acquisition of Boogie Cousins, while on paper seems surreal because this brother is 28 and 12. That's what he puts up for you when he's healthy. You have to remember that he's looking for a new contract. He settled for $5 million. There wasn't people kicking down his door trying to get his services for them because he's coming off of that injury, not to mention the fact that, again, he's an acquired taste. Everybody's not going to, fall in love with Boogie Cousins. He is a big-time player, but he is somebody that's playing on a team with Steph Curry that signed for $207 million, playing on a team with somebody like Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, who are both looking for deals in excess of $175 million. You got Kevin Durant that's made over $300 million, and we know he can sign for another $200 million anytime he wants to because he's the second best player in the world. But you're Boogie Cousins, who averages 28 and 12, and $5 million is enough for you? In what world? So let's make sure we recognize that and understand that we're assuming that they're going to gel, and I think they deserve the benefit of the doubt because all of those guys are great guys and they're great players, and Boogie Cousins can ball too, and he's not selfish like that. I think he gets a bad rap in that regard. But there's nothing wrong with him wanting to get paid, especially when he is surrounded by dudes who are getting paid, and that is an adjustment that they're going to have to make while they've got him on the court, and he's out there to show what he can do.
Calling him an acquired taste, I think, is really well put. Now,
I got
Minnesota,
that from you.